To turn our eye to sport, Elliot Richardson joins us. It's 2018 World Cup qualifying night, and it was honours even in the big game. Elliot will explain who that was between.
Absolutely, Mark. So plenty of World Cup qualifiers played across Europe on Thursday, with four-time world champions Italy coming back to draw 1-1 with 2010 winners Spain in Turin. Well, it was looking good for Spain, who took the lead in the second half through Sevilla forward Vitolo, who took advantage of a horrible error from home keeper Gigi Buffon. But the Italians, who beat Spain in the last 16 at the Euros in France, equalised through a Daniele De Rossi penalty late on. The Azzurri preserved their staggering 10-year unbeaten record in World Cup and European Championship qualifiers, which now is a run of 52 matches. Elsewhere in Europe, in Group D, Austria twice came from behind to draw with Euro 2016 semi-finalist Wales in Vienna, with Stoke's Marko Arnautovic scoring both of the host goals. Surprise Euro 2016 quarter-finalist Iceland scored two injury-time goals to stun Finland in Reykjavik, while in the same group, Croatia hammered Balkan rivals Kosovo 6-0 thanks to a Mario Mandzukic hat-trick, while Hakan Çalhanoğlu scored twice as Turkey came from 2 down to draw at home to the Ukraine. And a look ahead to Friday's qualifiers with European champions Portugal, who lost their opening Group B game, hosting Minnows Andorra, while there's a regional derby in Greece, who hosts Cyprus in Athens in Group H. In France's group, the Dutch will be favourites against Belarus in Rotterdam, while world number 2 side Belgium welcome Bosnia-Herzegovina to Brussels. And not forgetting France, they take on Bulgaria at the Stade de France on Friday night, looking for their first victory of the 2018 qualifying campaign. Well, for French fans, though, many will remember that goal by Bulgaria's Emil Kostadinov back on November 17th, 1993. Well, that stoppage-time winner at the Parc des Princes deprived France of a place at the 1994 World Cup in the United States and sent Bulgaria to the finals instead. Current boss Didier Deschamps was a member of the team in that game. Well, France will be eager to get off the mark against the Bulgarians, having suffered a disappointing draw against Belarus in their Group A opener last month. Atletico Madrid pair Antoine Griezmann and Kevin Gamero could lead the home side's attack after their outstanding early season displays in Spain. Now, Argentina face crunch World Cup qualifiers in the South American section with a double-header against Peru and Paraguay. While the world's number 1 ranked side have endured an uninspiring start under new head coach Edgardo Bauza, having beaten rivals Uruguay and drawn to bottom of the table Venezuela. Argentina are third in the South American qualifying table behind Uruguay and Brazil. Bauza's men play Peru in Lima tonight before a home game with neighbours Paraguay next Tuesday, but they're missing one key man, the injured Lionel Messi.
Having Lionel Messi, it's kind of an imbalance because you don't have that kind of talent in other positions. He's the best in the world, but we do have the possibility of bringing in players that are on a very high level to replace him, players who can play to high standards. What I care about is that the team works well.
Now over to tennis, and Gaël Monfils is through to the quarterfinals of the Japan Open after beating compatriot Gilles Simon in straight sets in Tokyo. Monfils looked to be cruising to victory against his good friend as he took the opening set 6-1, but the number 2 seed ran into difficulty in the second. Simon fought back superbly and Monfils appeared to twist an ankle when 4-1 down in the second set, but after receiving some treatment, Monfils took the next 5 games to close out a 6-1, 6-4 victory and set up a last 8 clash with Ivo Karlovic. There was some bad news for France's Luca Pouille as well, as he was downed in 3 sets by Bulgaria's Grigor Dimitrov at the China Open in Beijing. While the French world number 16 Pouille took the first set on a tiebreak and actually served for the match at 5-4 in the second. But Dimitrov fought back to win 6-7, 7-6, 6-4 to progress to the quarterfinals, where he'll meet Rafael Nadal. Now, the Spaniard coming up ended the hopes of another Frenchman, Adrien Manarino. The second seed won 9 of the first 11 games in this match and then stemmed a Manarino fight back to come through 6-1, 7-6 in that one. And And staying in China, Andelina Svitolina caused a major upset as she beat the world #1 Angelique Kerber in the women's draw to reach the quarterfinals. The 16th seed saved 9 break points in the first set alone as she withstood a Kerber barrage to take the set off the Germans 6-3. Kerber, the Australian and US Open champion, broke early in the second, but the Ukrainian showed tremendous reserves of energy to break Kerber twice and secure a 6-3, 7-5 win. She faces Australia's Daria Gavrilova in the last 8. Now, Russian high jumper Anna Chicharova has been stripped of the bronze medal she won at the Beijing Olympics after testing positive for a banned substance. Chicharova, who's the high jump gold medalist from London 2012, tested positive for turinabol after her samples from the 08 Games were retested. She's one of several athletes to have been stripped of their medals from the 08 and 2012 Olympics, with 98 samples testing positives after reanalysis. And you wonder, Mark, how many or what the total will be in the end.
It's a Pandora's box, isn't it, to coin a phrase. Elliot, thank you very much indeed. Elliot Richardson with all the sport. Great to see you. Time for